Everybody knows that classic saying, new year, new indie games. 2023 has done us well with a fine selection of games that we've seen released over the past 12 months, but we're here to look for the future and the games that we can look forward to that are just over the horizon. Now, most of these games on the list don't have a specific date that they'll be released, but they are expected within the next year. I'm that indie games guy, and this is part 1 of games that you should be hyped about in 2024. Feels weird even saying that. Up first we have the coldest game, or the coolest game temperature wise anyway, with FrostPunk 2, a city builder that is all about staying warm after an apocalyptic blizzard swept over Earth and tried to start the next Ice Age movie. The main focus of the game is the massive tower that will always be the centre of your town, and you'll need to build all the buildings around this to ensure that there is enough heat for people to survive. Build too far away from this, and you might have a few cases of Mr. Freeze on your hands. Oh, their moral choices. The game will give you choices to make that will either make you a hero or a villain. These choices will often affect the morale of the camp, the food supply, heck, even who works in your town. Let me give you an example from the first game. You've just started a new save. You're told that you need workers, and the first thing you need to decide? Do we force the kids to work? I mean, come on, at least let me get comfy in the game before I send little Tommy into the mines. If Frostpunk 2 can take all the fantastic parts from the first one and give us more, then we're in for a chilling ride. Following on, we have a game that I've been following since the first trailer, wishlisted for months, and I'll be honest, even dreaming about at one point, with Palword, a Pokemon-esque inspired open world survival game. Even just saying those words makes me excited. Palword is a little different to what you might be thinking when someone says Pokemon-esque, Pokemon-inspired and so on. They'll be thinking cute battles, but let me break this down for you. Imagine them cute Pokemon, but with guns. The game can be played in multiple different ways. Whilst you can take your pals out to fight and sadly actually die in this game, you could also just want to live in peace, build a farm and enjoy life with your beautiful pals all working with you, not against you. I see this more like if Pokemon were in real life, not us going to the Pokemon world, but if they came to ours. Endangered or, I guess, legendary pals live in nature reserves, so they can live peacefully, unless you want to sneak in and poach the pal away. I mean, come on, you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that person, right? I'm super excited to see how this one pans out. The hype is real, and any excuse to play any more realistic open world Pokemon game already has me hooked. Oh, to be able to live in the countryside, birds chirping and the breeze whistling through the grass. Now all you need is a beautiful castle or manor, and I'm in paradise. And let's be honest, it's only best that I build it myself, but seeing as I don't have any skills needed, I'll play a video game instead that's all about building. Tiny Glade takes you to that paradise and allows you to build the beautiful buildings all small towns in this adorable building sim. The game takes relaxing to another level, and the cozy vibes will have you loving life whilst building brick by brick, pillar by pillar, to build whatever fantasy you can think of. I have a feeling this building sim is going to be a surprising hit due to the cozy nature and the laid back building, where you don't have to stress about objectives, you just build and enjoy the ride while it lasts. Welcome to Night City! Wait, wrong game. Welcome to Nivalis, the hottest voxel cyberpunk city that will either have you being the next big thing, or you'll be hidden and already thrown out of the city by the big dogs. Nivalis is a slice of life simulator, set within a stunning cyberpunk world. You'll need to work your way up from selling food from a stall to owning all the neon that you can fit in the whole city. It seems the game wants you to make your own story, define who you want to be, and what you want to be remembered for within this ever-changing landscape. Heck, they might even name a drink for you in the afterlife. I'm hoping for The Sims meets Cyberpunk 2077, as imagine being able to explore a city that never sleeps, whilst also thinking where's the nearest toilet as my stats are running low. I just hope no weird strangers tried to offer me a strange relic. Moving on, we have a game that most likely needs no introductions. Heck, I could just even play the trailer and you'd understand everything. The first two games have been massive hits, and the third one is looking like everything we loved and more. Yes, I'm talking about Little Nightmares 3. Oh, I'm so excited already. For the first time in a game series history, you'll be able to play co-op within the world of Little Nightmares. You'll play as two new characters, Lo and Alone, as they search for a path that could finally lead them out of nowhere. Supermassive have already confirmed that the game will be online co-op only, so sadly, it isn't local co-op. That is a little bit of a letdown, I will say, because I really do enjoy local co-op games, but it is online co-op, but don't worry if you have no one else to play with, the other person will be played by an AI. The first two games hit the nail on the head with the atmosphere and the gameplay, and number 3 seems to continue everything that we love. I can't wait to explore and see what crazy situations we're thrown into, so I'll tell you now, some of the things that I've seen from the first two still live rent-free in my head. I guess it's time that I make room for some more for when this game's released. The final game we'll be showcasing in part 1, and I say let's go out swinging with sword and shield, and drive back those who wish to claim our lands in Sons of Valhalla, a pixel isometric 2D combat and base building game set within the Viking Age. Now is the time to live out any of those Viking dreams from your childhood, and look towards protecting those that are precious to you, and push forward to rally your warband and conquer the world set out in front of you. Base building seems to be a massive part of this game, with your town being key to you winning large battles and being able to keep up with armies that threaten to surround you. Make sure you upgrade the buildings that you've built with the resources that you can find in settlements around you. You can do this by either raiding them and getting the resources once, or maybe conquering them to keep that flow of resources coming. And that's all of them there, folks. Sadly, there will be no more games covered this week. We will be looking towards releasing part 2 as soon as possible, so let me know down in the comments if any of these games have taken your fancy, or if there's any games that you're looking forward to next year that you'd like me to cover. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye!